The Urban Land Institute has been in existence for over 75 years now, has over 30,000 members around the world, and it's really the premier organization in the world where people who care about building cities and having thriving communities where they come together to discuss those issues.
ULI is the one professional organization that cuts across every discipline that's involved in land use and development. So it brings together the developers, the lawyers, the bankers, the engineers, the architects, the urban planners, and people just interested in building a better community in one place. And so by bringing those diverse perspectives together, you end up having in one room the people you really need to make a difference.
When people ask about ULI Oklahoma, I tell them really we're trying to accomplish three things. One, we want to be a forum for dialogue, and so we want to pull together the people that are passionate about how land use and development impact the city, and get them in the same room and get them talking about what works, what doesn't work, what direction the city should go. We also want to be a conduit for best practices and pull in the experts and projects and ideas that can help inform that discussion in a way that really leads to the best possible version of development here in the city. And finally, we want to be a platform for advocating for and supporting the best of development in our city.
One of the great values that I personally get from ULI is the ability to work with people in the community who are like-minded about urban development.
What I have found in ULI is people are willing to come to the table and say, okay, here's a situation, here's an issue that I have going on. I don't have an answer and I need some guidance.
All the developments I'm doing currently are actually a direct result of people I've met and relationships I've formed within ULI.
What has been also very helpful is they'll sponsor trips to other cities, and getting to see what other cities have been working on really helps us to gain a better perspective of how we should possibly approach some of our developmental issues.
I have so much more to bring to my students, so much more to bring to my community for the ideas and the learning that I get from the people at ULI.
ULI and the things we've learned through ULI has really changed my perspective on what we do. Sure, we have a profit motive, and we and our investors need to make money, but we really need to make more than that. We really need to make a place where people want to be.
75% of the Plaza District is actually owned by ULI members, and so it gives me a lot of comfort and excitement to know that the decisions that are being made by the property owners involved in our district are on the same page, and that they actually care about good design and good development and good for our neighborhood.
Well, I think what ULI does that gives it such an impact is that it marries idealism with practical real-world skills.
And the reason people get involved is because they see they can literally have an immediate impact regardless of what area of the industry they're involved with, regardless of what area of the city they're involved with, regardless of what their age is. And that's a pretty unique dynamic if you look nationally about how easily one can become someone in this community that makes a difference.
Some of the people that are involved in ULI are in my world pretty young, and I see some hope for the future, which is very nice.
As an organization, we will see growth in Tulsa and in other communities around the state, and I think that the level of conversation about what we want to see and what's worth doing is going to be elevated over time. I think the projects that make people really excited in Oklahoma City right now are the sorts of things that we'll see more and more of.